Hello and welcome to a game that I have been excited about for a very long time. It's still not out, but today they decided to release a demo for it, so I immediately decided to download it. And well, I do know parts of the game since it hasn't been released yet, and I also try not to follow games too closely so that I don't spoil myself. Um, this is completely new for me, so we'll see how it goes. We're gonna jump right into play demo, and we'll see what kind of map it's generating for us. The premise behind this game, before we start with it, is that it's a some of you might not know a game called Echo, where you start on a world that is completely fresh. There's no human interaction. This is the complete opposite. So you start on a world that seems to have died out, and your goal in the end is to make your planet green again, and then leave without leaving a trace of humanity behind. And the whole idea of you basically reversing the things, um, this little twist that they made where you have to re-naturize everything is something that really intrigues me. All right, let's see what we got to do here. Welcome to Terra Nil. Your goal is to rejuvenate this wasteland by covering the landscape in greenery. Cool. But before you begin, try panning by moving your mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. Alright, so they're gonna give us a small world to begin with. I don't see any river though, so I had hoped that this map would have a little bit of water in it, but maybe there's a different map. Alternatively, you can press and hold the middle mouse button and try it now. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. You can also pan with the arrow keys, or this. Okay. Zooming in, can we turn? Any wasteland reclamation projects start with a turbine. Select and place one now. So let's place one over here, over here. Cool. Now that you have power, you can clean the soil. Try to fit 4 toxin scrubbers as far from the turbine as possible. So one over here. Can we rotate? No, we can't rotate. Clean soil provides the perfect place to grow greenery. Place 3 irrigators on the clean soil. They can be rotated with the mouse wheel or R. Okay. So one over here should be okay. Of course we can't place one here, but we should be able to place one relatively close to the other one, just so that it has everything in range. This should be good. Wonder where it gets the water from. Clean soil provides the perfect place. Oh, we have to place 3 of them. Okay. Probably right here. Well done. You need to increase the greenery in the landscape. Get the greenery target to 25%. I just want to zoom in a little bit and enjoy the textures of everything. Maybe in the future they can add power poles and you have to connect different buildings to it. So to continue, we will have to set up another turbine. And then another scrubber. Probably another turbine. And another scrubber. And then we will also have to place 2 more of greeneries. This was a irrigator. Alright. This is probably best. Oh, it expands the map. Oh, that's cool. So we just started on a smaller piece while they taught us some basics, and now we go to the next part. Okay, we're getting lots of things. Let's wait Are they gonna tell us anything more? Well, first things first, I'm assuming we're gonna need power for the next buildings as well. So let's plunk down one right there. This is a water pump and calcifier. Nearby greenery creating rock. Oh, okay. This is an excavator. Creates a new reservoir with poisons land around it. Can be rotated. Okay. It showed me before that I could place it somewhere there. Let's place one here and see what happens. And we get water. That is really, really nice how that is done. Let's see. We do have a stone over here, which should allow us to place maybe just about here. Gets a little bit more here and a lot over here. Okay, so you have to be smart with the things that you do so that you get more leaf points, or what do you want to call it? Greenery. And the more greenery you get, the better, since that will allow you to buy more things and progress in the game. And I think there's also, if we rotate this, it costs 15, it's going to give us 123 points, so that is good. So that's what you want to aim for. Calcifier. So if we take some water and blow this up right there, that's gonna cost a lot though. Can I then remove this or not yet? We do get some nice water, so that's good. I should have placed this before I placed the other parts. It's okay, but because I really only wanted this to build the stones here so that I can build one solar here, and then have all of this, and then let's see, what would be the best way to do this? I think if I can re-greenery up there as well, that would be good. But it was not cleaned yet. Okay. Oh, that was a bit of a waste then, but we do get quite a lot of points here. Okay, that's good. We have a huge area over here that we can also focus on a bit. So let's see. One over there, one over there. That allows us to get this one, as well as this one, as well as this one. Oh, we're getting close with our points. And now we have to, there's 137, it's 141, 143. Okay, so let's see. And another 141. And we do the same thing over here. That only gets us 51, doesn't pay for itself. This gets us 52. Can also place a water pump over here, which is going to get us a lot of water. Very good. Can we place one here? Yes, and that's just going to fill up the rest as well. That's very good. Water gets over here. So we now have, this was our starting location. We expand a little bit here. Did not know that this is just never gonna go away again. Always place these excavators first, and then the toxin scrubbers after. Alright, so let's see if we have enough to... Oh, we can even place it one outside. That would have been nice to know before. Oh. We can rotate this one again. One over here. One over here. Alright. I did that to just get a couple of points, and we still have this area over here to get well, to a higher greenery percentage on our planet. So let's see. We're going to be building one over here. And one over here. And then we will rotate the building that produces the greenery. You've successfully repopulated this wasteland with plant life. Now increase the biodiversity of the ecosystem by restoring 3 biomes. Press the second tab below to access new buildings. Oh, okay. We just go back 1 second and do this part. 67 versus 74. That's pretty much a no-brainer. We can fill in some water over there as well as over here. Alright, so we do have a nice planet. Current climate. Reach the target temperature and humidity for rewards. So we have to go here. Okay. Now let's see. Coverage of the biomes. Each one needs to be restored. Okay. Beehive. Requires 3. Swarming bees pollinate nearby greenery and create fynbos flowers. Okay, so I'm thinking we make this the tree biome, or the like grasslands biome. Up here maybe we can create a forest. So let's place one here. Let's place another one here. That nearly satisfies that already. And there we go. So this biome is completely done. Arboretum. Nutritious ash. Burnt building husk. What is a burnt building? Solar amplifier. Line for the lighting of fires. What is this gonna do? Am I supposed to click this? Ah, that lets me undo it. Ah, it increases the temperature. Alright, so we can undo that for a second. Desiccator. Starts a controlled fire. Fire will burn greenery, fynbos, and most buildings, but will leave behind nutritious ash. Well, since we wanted to convert this to forests, where do I place it? Requires... Okay, so we need to place one of these. And then somewhere nearby. Does it need to be on flowers? On a building? On water? This water wouldn't make sense. Where do they place this? At a cliff. Hmm. Requires sunlight, so it has to be placed relatively close to this part. Is it just that I maybe placed this on the wrong location? What about if we place this over here? I can't seem to figure out where I'm supposed to place this desiccator. Maybe it's just that... Let me undo this. Let me see. If I place this here, then I can place it. So I need this, the trees to be pollinated first, so that we get all of the flowers over here. Then we can place a solar, and then we can place it. Okay. Yeah, sure, just light everything on fire. Okay. Start another fire, I suppose. I hope our windmill stays the same. Is this going to burn our... okay. And then the arboretum uses nutritious ash to create forests. Can only be built on a burnt building husk. So we can place one there. We can place one there. This would be pretty much everything here. Let's place one over there. Oh! Well, look at that. We get a really big forest. Can we place these? Yeah, we can even place them here. So we could theoretically expand our forests a tiny bit. Hydroponium. Creates wetland. Can only be built on an irrigator near water. Alright. So now we have some wetlands. I wonder if we can... Yes, we can. We can make all of this our wetland, but it's not enough space. So if we go back to 1, and we choose this area over here. I know this didn't do anything. It's more so that we have a space to say, oh, but it's not going to be near water. Alright, let's undo this one. Let's see if we can... there's no power here. This should be close to water, right? No, it's still not close enough. Then I suppose we'll have to use this thing. Sure. We will use the drill over here to drill a nice little water pit over there. Then we can place well, not exactly. We can place a water thing over here. And then we can undo the damage we've done here. Alright. Next step, we can make all of this green. And since it's near water, we can't upgrade that one either. But it's right near water. That doesn't make sense. Alright, let's see. This is only giving me +3. Alright, let's build one here. And then we can... we still can't upgrade it. Okay, well... one. This is pretty close to water, and we can upgrade it. Brings us a tiny bit closer. So we do have our big farm over here. In fact, we might even create another landscape over here. And one over here, so that we can rotate this around. Get the maximum number of points. 119. Do we get another tree? No. Can we build? Yes, we can build another one here. So then we can build another one over on this area. I also finally understand why sometimes it tells me a really low number, because it already subtracts the cost. Didn't know that. I thought it didn't do that. And we can get a little bit of wetland over here. You know, since it's right next to the forest. This is nearly complete, so by placing the one that is down here, we're done. And now we just have to create more of the forest. So for that, we're gonna need to do two things. First things first, we're gonna fire another of these things. But it requires power. Then we will take one of these over here. That didn't do much. That's not gonna do much. Let's discard it. So we can place a windmill over here. And this strengthens the sunlight in an area around it. What I need to do is just to reclaim as much as I possibly can of this area. To then, I would like the triangle one, this one, because this is going to give me the most. Tell me if there's a tree here. There's no tree. So let's undo that, see if that works. Or if that would be considered cheating. No. That didn't exactly work as I expected, but maybe, yes. We now get flowers over here as well. Which means that if we create a solar array somewhere, I mean, we could build it here, it's gonna get burned away anyways. All of this is, so that's good. We create a solar array here, create a fire over here. Good. Now we just wait for this to burn. It's not gonna be able to cross the waters, that's good. It's just going to be... okay, that was actually really close. It's gonna get blocked over here though. Because it could have burned everything that we forked for. Thank God it didn't. So let's place one over here. Maybe over here. And we could spread that to down here, and would allow us to create another one here. We are getting low on points though, so let's see if we can... Alright, this will give us a good place to grow stuff. So let's burn this. Burn this. Did it not build this? This is only going to be able to burn all of this area, so that's good. And this should only build up to burn up to here and around here. Oh, it's just gonna run into a small problem. We're gonna be running out of points very soon. This is +5. And alright, Now we have our 3 biomes done. And we need to reach the target temperature and humidity for rewards. We have our 3 biomes. Each one needs to be restored. So we now need to increase the humidity. Resources, wetland. Oh, this would have been good to have early on. I'm assuming that we need to do something to increase the humidity. How do we increase humidity? By creating more water? Provides water. Resources and greenery. Rock requires water. Excavator creates a new riverbed but poisons the land around it. Provides dry riverbed, gives power. Or it needs power. This would have been nice to have earlier. Bees pollinate. Forest and resources. Provides sunlight, requires power. And provides fire. Ashy nutritions. If you ask me, the more water we have in the world, the better the humidity. Or the higher the temperature and the more water. Not so sure about that. So we now get a smaller excavator. The good thing is that we should be able to fire one all the way down here. I didn't check if that actually increased. Yes, the more water on the map, the more humidity is given. Does this increase the humidity at all? No, that doesn't. So it really has to be on these empty ones. But I can't afford this. So how do I continue? That's an interesting question. I know that there's a lot more to this game than just this building part. I'm assuming that we should have focused a little bit more on that at the beginning and also gotten the research center a lot earlier before blowing our resources away. Don't think that there's enough space to really do anything at the moment where it's actually going to be worth the resources. This is also going to cost 7. So let's see with this triangle formation. Okay. Now we have exactly 100. So what happens if I decide to, let's see, the edges of the map. This is still quite barren down here. If I say press here to restart from the beginning of this stage of reclamation. You have run out of resources. So when you run out of resources, you're done. That's just it. There's nothing that you can do. So let's restart the stage. what is it that was missing? Okay, so what we did with the trees and everything, that was basically the... I think the game is a little bit broken at the moment because these things... Okay, now it's back to normal. Let's first build one of these so that we can then fire our lasers down this way to create more water. Okay. Let's see if we can... Can we fire another laser down here that's gonna intersect? Yes, we can. Does it also mine through here? Yes, it totally does. Very good. Then, we place this water thing here. That is going to create a lot of more water coming all the way over there. Very good. Now we have to do basically the same thing. We will place 2 of these. Now, we first have to drill, because we need water over here. Let's see. One like this. Place one like this, so it can cover all of this area. And then we will only need... Well, maybe we can place a water tower up here. It's only slightly going to give us more though. And we still need to place all of the other things. Plus 91. And can we make this a plus 46? That is also... Oh, wetland creates humidity as well. That is very good to know. Alright. And I think we also had wetland down here. Let's see, if I do this one, that's 59. This is 61. So we are getting more points, which is good because we really need those points. And let's see. If I say calcify this, it should create a stone up here, which allows us to place 2 more of these ones. Smallest one here. And then if we extend this all the way up, we should have way more green over here. Very good. We can't place one here. Oh, because we need to select this one. Ah, but it's not close enough to water. But this one is. So then let's see if we place... We can keep this as normal grassland, I suppose. Maybe this is a bit overkill. If we place another one... Okay, now that's probably not going to work. But if we place another one up here, preferably one that isn't entirely bad, and also make this a... Oh come on, you're right next to water. Alright. I just want to see if I can... No, because of course it's not close enough to water. Alright, well, that's all grassland, so... Would this be considered close enough to water? Yes, but it doesn't exactly give us enough water bio points. Even though the game is saying that we basically finished it, we have not finished it. That is definitely not how this is supposed to go. So since it needs to be close to water, this cannot be considered close to water, I think. Where could we place one? Can be rotated. If I place one over here, we are really close to water. I know it's a lot of cost, but I really want to see if I can... Yes. We create more of this, we increase the humidity of the planet, which is good, which is what we wanted. Now, this one is the easier part, but we are going to first expand our fertile soil. Let's see if I place one here. That's going to reclaim a lot. And one over here also. And then over here I can place one like this, which is going to create a lot of more grassland for us. And then we can play around with the bees. Plus 159. Plus 121. Plus 76. Very nice. Would be nice to have got maybe a tree down here. We could place a tower over here and try to cover as much of this as possible. And see if we find another tree over here. We don't. Okay. I mean, there's always... Even though we finish it, this one still gives us 40. So that's good. So we have a good sized plains, grassland. We have some wetland. I'm also going to place one over here. And what I need to do over here is to do the same thing as we did last time, where we take our calcifier and say, okay, well, I want you to create some stones. Very good. So that we can put a windmill over here and then clean this entire land over here. Rotate this so that it covers everything. Done. I think the second attempt is going better than the first attempt. Alright. So, what we have to do now is we have to get some of this. Alright, we can get some of... Why can't I place it over here? Okay. Do I just not have enough of these anymore? Well, what we need to do is we need to place two things. First, this area needs to burn. Second, this area needs to burn. And then third, and finally, the upper area needs to burn. Okay, so now after this we're gonna have to do some more playing around with water, maybe especially wetland, since we just bombed this entire area, which was not good. Now we can reclaim all of this as trees. Is this still giving us points? No, that's not going to give us points. This one might, but this still costs quite a lot. So what we're going to do is we are going to place this here. Place this here. Then burn this area. This is going to dry up the planet again, so we're doing the same thing again. But it's also going to give us a lot of more tree area. And we wanted more trees. With biodiversity, see, this is what was supposed to happen. I suppose. And it didn't happen in the last one. With biodiversity restored, we can begin the process of cleaning up. You need to construct an airship of recycled materials. You've also been given access to advanced weather technology. Oh, okay. Okay. Let's see. Percentage of buildings that have been recycled and loaded onto the ship. So, airship requires water. Well, let's place you here. What's a pound log do? Allows recycling drones to travel up and down waterfalls. Removes other building and stores a portion of their cost. Loading dock. Oh, okay. I see. So I have to now let's start by doing this part then. This still includes all of those buildings. Then we can create a loading dock over. What does this require? Requires water. Okay. Where does this go? Gotcha. Alright, so he's now gonna come and take these resources. And then he brings them back. I suppose that's a yes. Only problem I have now, humidity pylon. Uses water and wetland to increase humidity, but wasteland decreases it. This is a temperature pylon. Increase ambient temperature. What do you require? Stone. Okay. Would I be able to increase it further? No. Alright, well, I think this video has gone on for long enough. I might even cut this one in two. Now, I'll leave it as one, and in the next episode what we're going to do is we're going to see how we have to do the recycling part. We've got some animals. Alright, we'll go over that in the next episode, or we'll have to play around with the excavators to create water lines so that our pickup drones, recycling drones, can pick up all the resources and they have paths to travel around the world. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed Terra Nil. You can download the demo on Steam currently, and it's definitely worth a playthrough. Maybe not as chaotic as mine, but you'll find a lot of things to enjoy about this game. And with that, hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.